Guys, this is literally actually probably maybe very likely to be the most hilarious thing you'll see all day today if you haven't seen this already at this point in time. So you remember when Hasan was in China and then he got stopped by the cops that were looking at his phone because he may have had offensive memes about Mao on it? And then he was like, no, they're not offensive. We're glazing Mao. We love Mao here. And he went on to like glaze the police in the CCP trying to like defend what they were doing. Yeah, man will say ACAB about police in America, but if it's cops in China, he's suddenly their biggest fan. Anyways, that little trip down memory lane aside, we have a second version of this sort of thing because we now have Hasan tries multi-streaming to Bilibili. Stream gets taken down due to government censorship. And for those that don't know, Bilibili is like the predominant video platform in China.
We're live on Bilibili as well. We're dual casting. Bilibili just cut out, bro. Yeah, I don't know why. What is it? Do we do a no thing? I wonder why. I'll ask the team. All right, I got to figure out why the Bilibili one got banned. I wonder if it's the chat. What is Bilibili? You keep saying Bilibili is like the Chinese version of Twitch, basically. And I was trying to dual cast on there as well, but it didn't work out. Or not banned, but like they ended the broadcast. But I don't know why. Oh, it was because I was showing Twitch chat. That's why. Your videos on Bilibili always censor the chat on screen. Oh, it's like YouTube, but more aggressive. It's not even a ban. It's just that they turned it off. But yeah, I think it was because I had my chat on my screen, like right here. This brother, you did not just seriously remove chatters from the screen for Bilibili, just say you hate us, brother. I'm still watching. It's just not on screen. You cannot dual stream. No, you can dual stream. It's just like you can't show chat from, like, when you're dual casting, even on like YouTube and Twitch and stuff. I think like every platform on live streaming has like restrictions on showing chat from a different platform. Even when you put up YouTube videos, for example, in the first 5 minutes, everyone will censor the YouTube.
He's trying so hard to like. He's trying so hard to defend this stuff. Oh, it's just like YouTube, the first 10 minutes, no, the first 5 minutes. I've seen some people censor their chat for literally like, I don't know, the first 30 seconds. But then I've seen some people with their VODs where like the chat's not censored at all and they're totally fine on YouTube. So I don't really know like what the policy is as someone who's not a streamer and doesn't have VODs uploading to YouTube. I haven't really followed that particular policy. But, you know, I've seen any range of things from 30 seconds to none. I've never seen this like 5-10 minute thing like he's trying to say.
By the way, not having the chat on the right side of the screen has given me so much freedom to just move around. Wee woo. Bilibili stream is down again? Huh. I wonder why. Let's see. Maybe it's politics. And if that's the case, then we just don't stream. It could be because I'm showing like Twitter and stuff. And if that's the case, then we just won't. If they have issues with like showing other like foreign websites and stuff like that, like specifically Twitter, then GG's. Then I can't. Oh, showing. Why are you capitulating to government censorship? Capitulating to government censorship? It's a fucking social media platform. And it's not a capitulation. Like, what do you mean? You know, every social media platform has rules. Some of them are dumb. Some of them I don't personally agree with. You know, you're on Twitch, right? Right now, a platform that basically censored the term Zionist at the behest of the ADL. What should I do? Brute force it? What should I do?
I love that part when he was like, oh no, see guys, it's actually so liberating to not have the chat there. I can move my camera around wherever I want. Like, he's trying so hard to spin all this as a positive thing, then gets called out for the government part and tries to say it's like every social media platform. Thing is, the policy for like this sort of censorious behavior on Bilibili, that is at the behest of the CCP. Does bro really not realize that? Like, is he just disingenuous or ignorant? I don't even know, man. I don't even know with this guy. And then like the one time he's actually criticizing Twitch here a little bit, he of course just turns it back to like Israel essentially by bringing up the word Zionist and, you know, the ADL and all that. He could have actually brought up, if you want to talk, like have a genuine talk about moderation issues on Twitch, he could have brought up how Twitch will defend people politically aligned with them like Hasan, but anyone who is outside of that specific political framework, they take a much heavier-handed approach in moderation against those people. He could have brought that up, but of course he's not going to. And things are still getting very interesting with Hasan and Asmongold, as that takes us to this next part. Hasan had Asmongold in his chat on the mind during the Game Awards. And the context seems to be Hasan mentioning that he's banned in Asmon's chat, and he's saying like Asmon's dodging him from a debate or something. To which it seems like Asmon found out about this and actually unbanned Hasan and made him a VIP member so he would stand out in chat even more. I don't think this was the response Hasan was really expecting, but maybe we'll actually get a debate from these two or something. I'm not sure. We'll watch the clips in a second. But hold on a second. Nevertheless, isn't there a current individual by the name of Ben Shapiro who wants to debate Hasan Piker, and Hasan's apparently like dodging that debate because he quote unquote doesn't want to debate about capitalism because that would be boring, unquote. Like, the man constantly talking about how much he hates capitalism, gets offered a debate with Ben Shapiro with one of the main topics being capitalism. Bro suddenly finds it boring, doesn't want to debate. Interesting.
He banned him last year because he was doing this? No, I don't think he banned me because I was doing this.
Of eternity.
And pulling his chat up.
I banned Hasan? No, I think Hasan's still a moderator. I don't give a shit. I think it's funny. I don't care. Yeah, do it every time. It gets people to watch my stream. It gets people talking about me. Yeah, what are you talking about? You're not banned in my chat. Let me see. User/user Hasan Abbey. He was banned. He actually was banned. Okay. Hasan is no longer banned, and we'll give him VIP back in the channel, okay? Yeah, I don't know who banned him. Actually, I do know. Somebody banned him in, May? I don't know why. I have no idea why. But yeah, somebody banned him in May. I don't, it wasn't me, I'll tell you that. It was one of my moderators. We'll get the ban reason. Oh, wait a minute. I did not know. Yeah, I did not know he got banned. Mod comments. There's no mod comments on this at all. Let me go back and double check. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. With reason. Wait. Oh, wait a second. There's a link. Wait a minute. There's a link to it. Okay. This is the ban reason that my mod attached for why Hasan was banned in the chat. I will say this. It was not me that banned Hasan. I was under the impression that he was still a moderator. I don't know why he's banned. I can see why, maybe it's like some personal thing. I didn't even mean to ban him. Now he's unbanned. We'll give him VIP, okay? Because, I don't want him to miss out on all of the great content. Okay. He's now a VIP of the stream. So, give them on a bonus? Oh my god. Okay, well, anyway, alright. So, again, it wasn't even me that did it. I didn't even know that happened.
Bro, what the frick is that, though? Is that a fusion of Asmongold and Hasan? But, like, why'd the hair get worse? Wouldn't Hasan's hair help Asmon's hair or something? Like, somehow it all got worse. That's crazy. And lastly, for today, we've got Hasan denies paying for puff pieces. And for anyone not familiar with that term, a puff piece is basically when a journalist, usually like a mainstream news journalist, writes an article about someone, and they're very much clearly doing it out of a place of bias in favor of that individual, trying to essentially glaze them and prop them up. And we've seen numerous mainstream news articles that are puff pieces for Hasan. That said, yeah, I don't think he's paying for them. We'll see what he says in the clip in a second, but I think they're doing it because they want to, right? Like, they politically align with Hasan, and they're very desperate to prop this dude up. There is like another bullet point under this, which is like another reason why they're so desperate to prop him up as well. But I've explained that a few times in different videos already, and I don't know if I want to go down that whole explanation again right now, so let's just start with the clip.
Nice, a bit of a puff piece. I mean, yeah, I think they're profiling people who are doing political commentary. That's why they did it on me. I don't know. Stand 20K is a meme, but do you need to pay some amount for these articles, or do you need to be a disclaimer in the article? No, I don't pay for any of these fucking articles. What are you, crazy? Like real newspapers, Chad. I don't even have a fucking PR team or a PR person at all. How the fuck could how could a PR person actually do PR for someone like myself? You have to remember, regardless of, well, one, I have a big audience. Right? That's number one. So that's fascinating for a lot of people in the media whose audience sizes are shrinking. Number two, so they obviously, going back to number one, they obviously have to figure out, like, why does this guy have such a big audience? What is he doing with his audience? All that stuff, and teach it to the boomers. And the second reason is because I also do have like-minded individuals in the media. Like, there are a lot of journalists in this chat at any given moment. I don't think you guys, understand. Half of these profiles that are written by people who have spent a decent amount of time in this community.
it goes right back to what I said. You know, these are journalists who politically align with Hasan, and they want to do whatever they can to try and prop Hasan up. Journalism and the press like that is such a corrupt industry. And journalism as a profession is now one of the least trusted and least respected professions out there. It's so bad that even someone who doesn't follow politics, chances are they have a general distaste and distrust towards journalists now and like the mainstream media. And it's pretty telling how apparently a large chunk of Hasan's chat isn't aware of how corrupt that industry is. And they haven't realized that these puff pieces are being written because these journalists politically align with Hasan, and they try their best to prop him up as much as they possibly can. Sad thing for them, most people don't care about what journalists have to say anymore, so it doesn't really accomplish much except making them all look really disingenuous and corrupt. It kind of like just backfires on them. And there's been clips of Hasan himself like glazing these sort of journalists. He likes them, and he likes these puff pieces, I think, so it's just another example of him being out of touch. And I think it's another example of why, on the flip side, with his rant the other day about TikTok and how so many of the young people on TikTok, as he said, don't like him and his reputation's like quote unquote tarnished, this is something he like can't really fix. And it's like these puff pieces are not really helping him. And so that's really, it seems like that's really getting under his skin, you know, ultimately. But I'll leave it there for today. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful weekend ahead.